So yeah, eventually we go to the hospital, right? Now, we get there, we waiting in the waiting area, and mind you, the ride there, we didn't really know what was wrong with me. We guessing this shit. Maybe it's a hernia, you know, maybe this, maybe that. Like, what happens if a hernia explodes and shit like this? Now, we didn't know what we was dealing with, like I said. So we get there, you know what I mean, we waiting. Eventually they call me, you know, I go in the back or whatever, and they take my blood pressure and all the random shit that they do at a fucking hospital. Now, I'm still in pain. I'm walking fucking stupid. And, they want to give me a fucking needle. Now, I fucking hate needles. I always have. Like, it's not the fact that I hate needles, but I don't like being stuck in the fucking corner of my motherfucking arm, in the crease of my arm. Don't stick me there. I'm sensitive there. You can stick me in my forearm. I got about 1 million veins there. Stick it there. You know, they all the same fucking vein. So, they stick me or whatever. And they're giving me all this good feel-good shit. Now, the pain goes away. I don't feel it no more. My fiance, you know what I'm saying, eventually, you know, she gotta go home or whatever. You know, I give her the key. She, you know, she goes home or whatever. Now, I'm in there, you know what I'm saying, because everything else before that is irrelevant, you know, but I want to get right to it, you know what I'm saying. This is where the ordeal, you know, gets fucking, you know, it gets fucking crazy for me, man. So, it's, I don't know what a fucking fever feels like. I mean, maybe I do, but maybe I don't comprehend or understand the same shit. But anyway, I don't feel any kind of way, is what I'm saying. You know, my body is always fucking hot, if you ask me. So, I'm laying on the bed with wheels, and the nurse, she's checking my temperature, and she's like, "Oh, Mr. Ramos, you have a fever. Your temperature is 125 something over something." However the fucking shit go. I'm like, what? Fuck that's supposed to mean? I don't feel no type of way. Well, this is what it says, and it says here you have a fever. I was like, alright, well, I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta piss. Can I go piss? Can I go piss? She's like, don't leave. Don't leave. I'm like, woman, in my condition, do I look like I'm in any shape to leave on my own? You know what I mean? I said, yo, I want to get this shit done and out of my system. So I go piss, I come back. Now, as I come back, as they say, when you piss or whatever, your temperature drops or whatever. I get back on the bed with wheels, and my body begins to do this shit here. And I'm like, yo, I can't stop this shit, yo. I'm just like, yo, I'm laying in the fucking bed, and I'm just like, I'm doing this fucking African dance. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, I'm fucking shaking and shit. So I'm rubbing my motherfucking chest, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on, man? It's like, yo, I can't stop it. My body was jerking so violently that I was getting angry now. And I'm like telling myself, yo, stop it, man. Stop this bullshit. But I'm like, yo, I can't control it. And as more as I'm like, yo, relax your muscles. So I relax my muscles, and I go from this shit to this shit, you know what I'm saying? Doing it slow now. But then it starts to jerk up some more, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on, man? I'm getting mad. Stop it. Eventually, I fucking pass out, fall asleep, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? By that time, you know, remember, they fucking stuck the IV in me and shit. Still got this shit in me. Now, I don't know what I was dreaming about, but I jump out of my sleep. Now, as many of you know, when the IV is all gone and empty, the machine starts to make this fucking noise. Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. You know what I mean? I'm like, I hear it and I look up. And I look down and shit. I can't feel my motherfucking arms. Why I can't feel my arms? Because all the motherfucking blood is now coming out of me. The whole fucking IV, you know what I'm saying, is red. The whole fucking IV is red. It begins to pull the blood out of me. And I'm like, yo, where the fuck is the doctors at? Now, I hear somebody say, yo, what's going on in here? This black nurse. She was just like, oh, we need a refill. You know what I'm saying? Over here. These motherfuckers ain't moving fast enough, yo. I'm like, somebody needs to, you know, put this blood back in me before it's too late. Now, the doctor comes in to change it, but he's taking his fucking precious time, yo. And I'm like, yo, doc, I can't breathe. I can't feel my arms. Now, mind you, he's taking his time. He got his back to me. Yo, I guess he didn't give a fuck, or he just didn't hear me. And the more I'm trying to tell him, my voice begins to go. I'm like, yo, doc, I can't breathe. Now, I'm looking at the blood just going and going, coming out of me, all in this motherfucking IV. And I'm like, yo, if this is how I'm going out, yo, fuck it. I'm starting to think about, you know, all the people I love and shit. I'm like, I'm thinking about motherfucking people, you know what I'm saying, that's not even in my family. I was like, yo, I'm gonna miss y'all motherfuckers. If that's possible when you're dead, yo. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna miss y'all niggas, man. But I'm like, yo, I'm a fighter. I'm gonna fight this shit. That's all I know how to do, man, is fight. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's with the mind or with these hands, you know what I'm saying? I'm a fighter. So I'm like, yo, he still ain't moving fast enough. So I begin to lean off the bed because my body is giving out on me now. And I'm like, yo, man, fuck it, yo. If this is how I'm going out, something said, yo, you should have never came in this motherfucker, man. You came here to die. That's a hard pill to swallow. You came here to die, you know what I'm saying? And nobody really knew what was going on with me. You know what I'm saying? My family, you know, just my fiance. So I begin to give up. Like, yo, fuck it. I'm leaning off the bed. I'm starting to think about, you know what I'm saying, family members that's gone. You know what I'm saying? That I miss dearly. And I'm like, yo, they waiting for a nigga. You know, they gonna be waiting for a nigga with open arms. I can't wait to see these motherfuckers again. But it's just that transition, you know what I'm saying? That's just the hard part. This shit, yo, if you ain't never been borderline, if that's what it is, yo, when you know your body is just like, yo, that shit hurts. It's like, yo, that pain I told y'all from the story before, it hurts, but then it starts to feel good. You know what I mean? It's like your body is just like, yo, accepting the fact that time is up. And that's what I began to do. I was just like leaning off the bed, you know. I'm like, yo, fuck it, man. I'm going, and it's been real, you know. But eventually this jackass, he gets the shit going again, and everything is going back in me. And I'm like, all right, now I'm still kind of woozy, but they, you know what I'm saying, they tell me, yo, you got to strip or whatever. They stripping me, and there's this Chinese doctor. He comes in, and he's like, yo, we have to, you know, prep you. I'm like, prep me for what? And he's like, yo, we taking you upstairs, you know, on the 10th floor. We're going to give you a room, but we got to put a catheter in you. What? A fucking catheter? You gonna stick a plastic tube down my dick hole? Yo, he said, do you want me to do it, or you want me to get a female doctor in here? Yo, I don't give a fuck about what y'all say. This is how perverted I am. I was like, yo, I'm not gonna have a female doctor come in here and touch on my dick, because of the simple fact, if I get hard, don't blame me. You know what I'm saying? And eventually I'm gonna tell my fiance this shit. And like I said, I want to live, so I'm not gonna tell her, yo, this female doctor, nurse or whatever, put a catheter in my dick hole and I got hard. She ain't gonna want to hear that shit, yo. So I told the Chinese man, yo, you can do it, man. Put the catheter in. I felt more comfortable with him doing it. So he puts the catheter in, and they wheeling me upstairs and shit. Get to the elevator, whatever. I'm going upstairs, but I'm kind of woozy, so I close my eyes. And when I get upstairs, you know, they show me to my room. I never forget it. 10th floor, I had room 18. You know what I'm saying? And all my nurses, you know, except 2 was the bomb. I loved all the nurses. They was dope. You know what I'm saying? They treated the nigga real good. You know, I'll never forget y'all. I know, never in my life. You know what I'm saying? So I get up there, and they help me off the bed. I get into, you know, the other bed. Now I'm laying there. Now this doctor comes in. Now he was the coolest motherfucker that I ever met. You know what I'm saying? I never forget his name. His name was Dr. Samuel. Michael Samuel. You know, shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? I had eventually introduced him to my fiance, and I was just like, yo, this is the man right here. And I called him the man because for them to know what was in my stomach, they had to put, you know, this bullshit in me. You know what I'm saying? This ink or whatever the fuck it's called. And they said the symptoms of it was nausea and vomiting. But I didn't get those symptoms until I got my room and I was in my bed that I was going to be in for the next, you know, 2 weeks. So he introduced himself to me or whatever. Now, mind you, all the nurses is introducing themselves to me, and I'm like, yo, you know, how you doing, whatever, you know. And they all go out the room. Now, I start to get the effects from this shit that they had put in me to see what was in my stomach. Now, they told me I had diverticulitis. Now, I'm like, okay, they broke it down. I'm not gonna break the shit down because, yo, y'all smart. Y'all look that shit up if you don't know what it is already. Now, I'm laying on the bed. Now, the symptoms of this shit that they put in me is kicking in. I'm starting to get nauseous. I'm starting to sweat. Now, they got all the shit hooked up to me, check for my heart rate or whatever. And I'm like, I'm ringing the motherfucking, pressing the fucking thing. Like, yo, yo, buzzing the fucking shit. Like, yo, I need some assistance now. I'm about to throw up on myself. So they wasn't coming fast enough, so my body jerks up and I turn to the left and I'm trying to vomit. You know, like the story I told before about the Parrots Bay. Yo, I throw up a little bit, but most of the shit comes out of the back. Now I feel everything come out, man. This shit is going all up my motherfucking back. And I'm like, yo, it's a mess in this bed, baby. It's a fucking mess. And who's gonna clean this shit, man? I'm kinda embarrassed that I shit it on myself in the motherfucking bed. You know what I mean? But at the same time, yo, this little short nurse, I think she was West Indian. Yo, she was real fucking professional about her shit. I like to give a shout out to her too. I forgot her name, but you know what I'm saying? She, yo, she cleaned the nigga up real good, because when I shitted on myself and they came in and, you know, saw me doing all this throwing up or whatever, leaning over the bed, they was just like, yo, we need assistance in here, whatever. Now, Dr. Samuel, he came in and he's talking to me, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm like telling him, yo, Doc, I messed on myself. And he was just like, what'd you say? I was like, yo, I did number 2 on myself. He was like, he was a foreigner. He was like, you did number 2? I was like, yeah. I said, it's nasty. And he was like, okay. So the little short nurse, she came in, she cleaned the nigga up. I felt her wiping all down my back and shit. And I was just like, man, boy. Now, that was done. She cleaned me up. Now I'm laying there, whatever. Other doctors come in and they tell me, yo, you have this, you know, organ, colon, you know, intestinal shit, you know, where, you know, you got a inflamed, you know, pocket full of poisonous fluid in you. Luckily, you came in when you came in, because if you would have waited any longer, it would have killed you for sure. Because being who I am, this pain, I used to always punch myself in the side, because like, yo, I wanted this shit to go away. Like, yo, maybe if I punched it, it would find its way out. But that's just me. Now, they said, yo, we're gonna, you're gonna go to this other hospital and they're gonna do the procedure. All right, cool. Well, they broke it down to me what it was. The next day, I think I got the surgery done. And how the surgery went, we got to the other hospital, which was quite a ways away. They put me in a room. Now, I'm sitting there waiting. They told me the procedure will have to be done while I'm awake. What? While I'm awake? I was like, yo, come on, man. You can't put a nigga to sleep. They was like, no, it's not that kind of procedure. We're going to scan your body, see where it's at, and we're going to numb the pain by sticking you with one needle. It's going to feel, you're going to feel a little burn. And then we're going to run another needle, and then we're going to run a tube in you. While I'm awake, this is going to be interesting. So, they doing this shit. They go in, they take me in the room. They tell me to hold my hands above my head. Don't move. They throw me through the scanner. They see where it's at. They come in. They put this kind of fucking material over my stomach, over my left side. And there's like, okay, brace yourself. Now there's another nurse in there with the other 2 doctors. Now it's a Jewish doctor and the Indian doctor. They doing the procedure, but the nurse is trying to, you know, calm me down and shit. It's okay, it's okay. Now they stick me with the first needle. Now when somebody is making a foreign hole in your body, other than the holes that's already in your body, it's not a good feeling. Especially in a place where you're highly ticklish and highly sensitive. So, all my fucking tickle emotion goes away. This ain't no laughing matter. Now, when this motherfucker punctures my left side, I begin to bite down. Now, the only words I can say, you know what I'm saying, I'm like, yo, let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. They stick me, and I feel my side getting numb. Now, I feel the other needle bust the motherfucking the pocket of poison, and they stick this tube in. They run the tube in, and I feel all that shit. You know, I don't give a fuck, numb or not. You gonna feel the pressure. Now I feel that shit, and I'm like, yo. They like, yo, don't move, don't move. Yeah, all right, a nigga ain't moving. I begin to smell something. Garbage water smelled better than what I'm smelling.